Welcome back, my friends, to TFT Hyper Roll with Autarch and the grand finale of Kabuko week. And yeah, the ending of this, you'll understand why I saved this one for last. And a little tip, if I hadn't mentioned it earlier, if you see a Kabuko in the shop, grab him and just put him out on the board, because he's going to start gaining health very quickly. And first set of augments, if you're even thinking about Kobuko, you want a lot of champion duplicators because you need to get him to 3 stars as quickly as possible. And it might be a little bit of a gamble to do it that early, but what you want to do is just go for it, start looking. Once he's up to 2 stars, he's now going to gain 80 health per round. Then it's just a matter of what build you're going for. Are you going Dr. Eeper? Are you going Trickshot? Are you going snipers? He fits into so many of them. I tend to find snipers are a little stronger earlier. Trickshots require a tiny bit of patience, but ultimately they all lead you to the same place. Not necessarily to a win, but if you just want to climb, it's a pretty good build to use as a standard. The way I generally judge it is if by 4-1 you've got 2 silver Kabukos, you're in a pretty good place, especially if you're going to have 2 champion duplicators. You're only going to need 1 more to get up to that gold 3-star, and that's when he starts gaining 200 health per round. Through one of those waste of times, we got an Anima Visage, and any opportunity to get a healing item on Kabuko, go for it. Whether it's Anima Visage or a Dragon's Claw, if you can heal a percentage of your health, do it, because his health is going to get high. It is time for the second set of augments, and I'll look through the others, but new recruit, it actually comes with a champion duplicator, so yeah, any chance to get 2 gold 3-star Kabuko, take it. And I looked through before committing, but once I was down to it, take it. Now you're getting 200 health per round. And I threw in Zoe because why not activate Fortune, but you will see Kabuko as he's going to get stronger and stronger throughout the match because he's getting percentage healing and his health is going up. But you can see he can just stand in and take it while the rest of the team finishes things off. And I pressed my luck on the Fortune, and since we have an extra player, I will keep a Fortune in for a little while because why not get the extra stuff? And life may have given Kabuko some sour brambleberries, but he is making Brandle Brew and staying in there until the very, very end. And we head into an item choice, and I'm looking for that other Negatron Cloak so I can make the Dragon's Claw, but it ain't there, so we're going to go ahead and pick up the other tier so I can make a blue buff on Teemo. Also, with the Trickshot build, you can go ahead and bring in Kale, put her in the speed position, and just stick her between 2 of your trick shots so they're getting increased attack speed. Of course, a lot has to do with luck, right item, right champion. We managed to get Kabuko up to 3 stars, so he's gaining more health, and then he has percentage heal items, which is allowing him to stay alive longer. Even when he goes down, he's held them up so long, the rest of the team can finish it off. It is time for the final set of augments, and if you get the opportunity for a mythic crown, should probably take it unless something else is amazing, and that's because you already have 2 mythics in this build. So this will give you the ability to turn one of your bruisers into an additional mythic and get them just a little bit stronger. Now I also want to talk about something else because this came up in the previous build. I'm going to now put a Death Blade on Bard. The reason I use the AD Bard build in this is because Bard's toots have a higher AD scale than they do AP scale. Unless you're up at 5 or 7 Mythic, where he's getting additional AP, a lot of it, from the Mythic trait. Then you're going to want to scale into AP. But in the Trickshot build, I would personally go AD. Lots of stuff happened during the NPC round. We got a Riven and switched her out for Zoe. We do not need Fortune anymore. We were able to get a Rage Blade onto Bard. That is a necessary item in pretty much every build. We completed off our Dragon's Claw on Kabuko, and now we're going to give Teemo a little more speed with a Rage Blade as well. We're going to go ahead and reforge the Guard Breaker because I'm not a huge fan, and with a Dragon's Claw, we're going to put that on Galio since that's really our second tank. But Kabuko at 3 stars with those items, he's just going to have a higher health and a higher survivability, and you can see that because he barely takes any damage. Time for an item choice, and I'm going to go Gargoyle Stoneplate on Galio since his ult will draw things towards him, so why not make him even tankier? And just to highlight the point I was making earlier, notice the Meep Meep trait is going to have a higher percentage from physical damage, so it's going to do decently with physical damage unless you're spiking your AP via the Mythic trait, but that's really at 5 or 7 that you're going to get that advantage. And just keep your eye on Kobuko here because, yeah, he's just not going to take much damage at all, no matter what focuses on him. As fast as it goes down, he goes right back up to full. And an item choice here, we didn't get anything I really wanted. I was hoping for a Kaisa item or a Xayah item. Instead, we're just going to go with the best for Teemo, which will be Nashter's Tooth here. And in reality, yes, I should switch Xayah in for Kaisa at this point, because at 1 star, Xayah is going to be stronger. But ultimately, with this front line, it really doesn't even matter. Bard and Teemo are putting out an immense amount of damage, and Galio and Kabuko are able to hold things up the whole way. And on their backs, we are now into the top 4. And we got a Locket out of the Waste of Time, which is going to give a little additional shielding to our front line as if they really need it. But you can see that that really is what is going to hold this team together. Again, just keep your eye on Kabuko. He's going to take a lot of hits, but we continue on. Time for the final item choices, and we're just looking for damage items that can go on either Kaisa or Xayah. And we end up facing off against a full Mythic team that used AD Bard. Now again, I think in Mythic AP is going to be your better build, but I don't think it was really going to matter. Again, keep your eye on Kabuko. And as he sits there healing back any damage he gets, and throughout this whole fight, at the very end, he hasn't lost anything, staying at 9,612 health, and just like that, it is GG for everyone. Hope you enjoyed these videos. Give Kabuko a shot. He's gonna help you climb. And as always, have an absolutely awesome day.